Hello and welcome to my next video clip on different sentence types now. And this one is complex and compound sentences. Again, it's one of those things that the name sounds more complicated than it actually is, but as with anything, once you know, it is fairly straightforward and simple. Let's get started. Okay, so a complex sentence is where you have an independent or a main clause, a subordinating conjunction, followed by a dependent or a subordinate clause. Wow, still very big words used and very fancy words for what are very simple things. An independent or a main clause is the main part of a sentence that would make sense by itself as a sentence. So the following are good examples of main clauses. Martha went to the shops. Carly looked at her watch. Damien was late for work. Now it's important to remember here the independent or main clause doesn't necessarily have to be at the start of the sentence. It can be the second part of a sentence. Okay? Now, on the flip side, a dependent or a subordinate clause, that's part of the sentence which wouldn't make sense without the independent main clause. So it wouldn't make sense without the other bit. It needs its friend to make sense. Now the following are dependent and subordinate clauses. In order to get some milk, while she waited, because he'd missed the train. So that leaves people wondering, what actually is it talking about? Okay, now let's see if we can put them together. All right, so I've got some examples of subordinating conjunctions up here, but there really are many more. So please do look them up because you can make much better sentences than I can. Over here in the green, I have our main independent clauses. Over here in the orange, I have our subordinate dependent clauses. All I've done here is I've put them together. Martha went to the supermarket. Here's my subordinate conjunction. In order to get some milk. Carly looked at her watch while she waited. Damien was late for work because he'd missed the train. These are all complex sentences. They're very simple ones, but their title is complex sentences. Now to recap, they're made up of the independent main clause, a subordinate conjunction, and then a dependent subordinate clause. Now, let's move on to compound sentences. Okay, these are made up of at least two independent clauses joined together by coordinating conjunctions. Now remember, the independent clauses, or main clauses as they're sometimes known, can make sense all by themselves. They don't need another bit of a clause to make them make sense. So a compound sentence is when two or more independent clauses are joined together, usually by a coordinating conjunction. Now the easiest way to remember your coordinating conjunctions is the word fanboys. There you go. That is an acronym for and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Because each part will be an independent clause, it doesn't need the other part to make sense. Let's see some independent clauses. So Katie realised she could hear noises behind her. Andy wanted to sit and watch the football. Danny was a people person. She quickly walked home. He had so many things to do. He knew how to put people at ease. Let's put them together. So, Katie realised she could hear noises behind her. She quickly walked home. Let's find a conjunction to put in here. Katie realised she could hear noises behind her, so she quickly walked home. Andy wanted to sit and watch the football, but he had so many things to do. Danny was a people person, and he knew how to put people at ease. These are all compound sentences. And to recap, these are made up of independent main clauses, a coordinating conjunction, and another independent main clause. Remember, it needs to have at least two. You're not limited to just two like I've done here. Enjoy. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've liked it, please leave a comment. If you think it could be improved, please also leave a comment. All feedback is welcome. Take care. Thanks for watching.